Welcome in, South Georgia. Welcome in, and thank you so much for watching Town and Country. I'm your host, Alicia Lewis. Happy Thursday afternoon, everybody. Listen, today we're shining a light on a powerful moment of unity happening right here in our community. The National Day of Prayer brings people together across the country to lift up our nation, and each year there's a special focus on supporting our local law enforcement. So let's have some coffee and conversation and talk all about it. So I am now joined by Mr. Larry Price. Welcome to Town and Country.
Thank you for having me, Alicia.
Of course, absolutely. So we're here to talk about the National Day of Prayer. So for those who aren't familiar, can you just give us a briefing of what exactly it is and what you all do?
Sure. This is sponsored by Albany, which is the Albany National Prayer Committee. And this is the 74th National Day of Prayer observance. It was started back in 1775 by John Hancock.
Okay.
And then, 74 years ago, then it was established to have it on the first day in May of every year.
Okay.
And so we come together to pray for our community and our leaders. And, a lot of people just, they just maybe pray on Sunday morning if they go to church or whatever. But, prayer is not a seasonal thing that we do on Easter or Christmas. Prayer is something that we do every day. It's a daily, seasonal type thing that we do each day to talk to God and to lift up our needs and also our thanks and praises as well. And so that's what, the city, the Good Life City is known for all the good things that we do. And so we just need to give God thanks for that. This is one way we can do it through our, as you said, we've got some great speakers this year. Chief Pursley has been with the police department now for, he's been chief, I think, since 2015 and has served for about 25 years, and he's going to be one of our speakers. Anna Franklin, her and her husband they run the Corner Coffee Shop downtown, and she's going to be one of our speakers.
All right.
And Mark Lane, who is the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Director, will be our third speaker. And each one of them will have not only a time to speak, but they'll make some comments. Our theme this year is on hope.
Wow.
Boy, you talking about hope for a nation, hope for a city, or hope for a family, or hope for whatever you might have. And that's going to be our theme, and they'll be lifting up some comments on that, each one, and then they'll close with a prayer.
Okay.
And I think the real highlight of the event is as you had some of the film that was showing there on your videos, is at the end of the program when the speakers get through praying and speaking, is that we invite all the participants to come together in huddles of about 6 or 8 to join together in prayer.
Wow.
And they each can have a time of prayer that they pray for our same needs that they would have, and they might have some individual needs that they want to pray for as well.
Okay. Now, I know that you mentioned that this has been just a tradition for many, many years.
Right.
Do you have a moment that really stuck out to you from past events that you would like to share?
We've had some great events come out. We've had really good weather except one year, about 5 years ago. It poured down rain.
Oh. But this is a rain or shine event.
That's true. That's right. Now, we have this, it's going to be held at the Albany Government Center downtown in the courtyard, 222 Pine Avenue. And they've got benches all around the outside perimeter that they can sit, or they can bring a lawn chair if they want to. In that particular, we were under the porte-cochere there on the front of the building, and so the speakers didn't have to stay out in the rain, but all the people had umbrellas and all, but yet we all hung in there. Nobody left, we stayed right there for that. That was great. I thought that was a good opportunity.
Now, I know that this is a prayer event, but is there opportunity to have souls saved?
Well, as far as the event itself is free. I want to say that. There's no offering going to be taken up. Aldon, which is the Albany National Prayer Committee, is sponsoring this, and we try to do this for the ecumenical community, for all churches and all the different areas. Yes, ma'am. And so it's not just for, it's just not for one area, and we lift up our educators, our military, our police, sheriff's department, our spiritual life leaders in our communities as well. And of course, people like yourself that's in the media, we pray for y'all too, because I know that y'all do an important job for our city and getting the news out and weather reports and things like this that the city needs. And so we pray for all of our needs. So.
Well, I appreciate that, certainly. Now, how can our viewers attend? How can they find out more information about the event?
as a matter of fact, of course, we're doing this on this venue today. And,
Okay.
I believe it's going to come out in the paper. The Herald is going to run an article on that, and it should be coming out in the paper today. And so that would come out. And then we're trying to communicate through the churches. We try to have each one of the pastors maybe to lift this up and put a bulletin or whatever in their church's communicators, the calendar as well, to do this. And so I want to invite all of you viewers, if you would.
Yeah.
This is for all churches and all over our city. So if you would, invite your family, invite your friends, and they don't have to just be in Albany and Doherty and Lee County. I mean, they can come from out of town to be a part of this as well. It will last from 12 to 1. So if you've got a job and you're working, you can just come and we'll be through at 1 o'clock sharp, where you can go back home or go back to work, whatever your job is. So,
perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for all the dedication and the passion that you put into the prayer, the National Day of Prayer, and also the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast, which is held at the top of the year. So thank you, Mr. Price. It's
we appreciate y'all letting us come and do that. I know we've had great participation in all of those events. I know we had May the 7th of 2026 would be, if you want to put that on the calendar for next year for our Mayor's
already
Prayer
planning
Breakfast.
for next year.
Absolutely.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much again for your time.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of course.
God bless all of you.
Absolutely. All right, well, coming up.